gonna be running around adjusting lights and stuff, so don't mind me.
Okay. You want me to go first?
I'm
Hi there.
You're videotaping.
We're
Right?
teammates here. I'm Sofia, and this is Eddie and Wyatt.
Meet our team. Eddie, me, I was the brains. Sophia was the artist. And Wyatt is just Wyatt.
We'll be talking about our roadmap, research, coding, and data.
We've already finished our background research, coding our model, and running simulations. We have not yet started analyzing our data beyond producing a few basic graphs.
Here's some what we learned. According to the CDC, mental health illnesses is among the most common health conditions in the U.S. Approximately 54.7 adults with mental health issues don't receive treatment. Mental health is an important part of overall health for adolescents and adults.
According to the World Health Organization, people's mental health is a big part of their overall wellness in adolescents and adults.
Having a stronger social circle with positive and supportive people can improve your overall mental health. Mental health issues affected as many as 1 in 5 adults prior to the COVID-19 pandemic. These issues increased by 40% during the pandemic, and currently, 2 out of every 5 adults, 40%, have been diagnosed with anxiety or depression.
Current trends indicate that there's a great need for quality, accessible, low-cost mental health services. Despite this, there's only one mental health professional. A psychiatrist, a psychologist, or therapist, etc. for every 2,500 people. By contrast, there's 3.5 doctors for every 1,000 people.
When we consider that mental health issues contribute about 8 million, 14.3% deaths each year worldwide, we clearly have a shortage of providers. This critical shortage is what drives our research project this year.
Now we will talk about our coding.
We used an epidemiological model to represent our data. What this means is that mental health issues were treated like an illness that could both be cured or lead to an adverse outcome, death.
We coded for probability sliders that were able to adjust the starting level of illness, percent of the population, the likelihood of recovery if a person has access to a therapist, and the likelihood that a sick person would experience an adverse outcome.
The starting levels of illness were set to 40%, the current rate of mental health diagnoses among adults. The recovery rate was set to 75, which is the rate given by the CDC for patients who follow a consistent therapy schedule.
The adverse outcome slider was set to 7%, which is the current risk of suicide among individuals with mental health issues.
We then ran 60 simulations. Every 10 simulations, we raised the number of therapists. We held our sliders at the values specified previously, as those represent the state of mental health in the United States.
We changed the number of mental health providers, therapists across different trials. We began by running simulations with only one therapist per 2,500 people, then increased the number by 1, all the way up to 5, and jumped to 10.
While we have not yet analyzed our data, you can see here that preliminary graphs show that adverse outcomes are much more frequent when there are fewer therapists. There's also an obviously lower likelihood of recovery when there are fewer therapists.
Now that we've collected data, our next step is to analyze and format our findings.
Our ultimate goal is to develop an app to help people reach out to the social support network and mental health providers who experience an acute mental health crisis.
Here are some of our resources.
Thank you for listening.